In the frigid depths of the Ural Mountains, there lies a place whispered about in Russia as cursed, a remote, wind-swept expanse known as Dyatlov Pass. What happened there in 1959 remains one of the most disturbing and inexplicable mysteries of the 20th century. 9 skilled hikers, young, bright, and fearless, set out on a winter expedition, but they never returned. What was found weeks later would terrify even the most hardened investigators. Led by Igor Dyatlov, the group consisted of 9 experienced hikers from the Ural Polytechnic Institute. They laughed, documented their journey with photos and diaries, and braved the snow-covered slopes with confidence. For them, it was supposed to be a challenging but achievable trek, one that would earn them the highest hiking certification. None of them could have imagined the horrors that awaited. On February 1st, they pitched their final camp on the slopes of Kholat Syakhl, Mountain of the Dead, as the indigenous Mansi people called it. The wind was vicious, and temperatures dropped to 30 degrees. Yet, for reasons still debated today, they chose an exposed spot, far from the safety of the tree line. That night, something went terribly wrong. Weeks passed with no word. Search parties were dispatched. What they found stunned the nation. The tent had been slashed from the inside. The hikers had fled into the frozen night barefoot and barely clothed. Some were found only meters away, frozen in the snow. Others were discovered months later, buried under deep snow, their bodies broken in ways no human or animal should have caused. 2 bodies were found near a burned tree, barefoot and in their underwear, as if they had run for their lives. 3 others were discovered midway between the tent and the woods. But it was the last 4 bodies that ignited a storm of speculation. 1 hiker had her tongue removed, another had a fractured skull, 2 more suffered massive chest trauma, as if they had been hit by the force of a car crash, yet their skin was unbroken. No external wounds. No explanation. Was it an avalanche? The Soviet military? A secret weapon test gone wrong? Some speak of infrasound-induced panic, others whisper of a Yeti or alien contact. But the evidence never quite fits. Radiation was found on some of the hikers' clothes. Their faces were frozen in fear. And one thing is certain, they ripped through their own tent, running into the blizzard, terrified of something that no one could ever explain. The Soviet government quickly sealed records, and the official report blamed an unknown compelling force. No one was ever held accountable. Survivors had none. Over 6 decades later, the Dyatlov Pass remains a place of sorrow, fear, and endless speculation. Whatever happened on that mountain, the truth froze with them in the snow. Some say the mountains never give up their dead, that the wind still carries the screams of the 9. If you ever find yourself near Dyatlov Pass, listen closely. But don't stay too long. Some things are never meant to be uncovered.